first thing I thought about was the biggest product liability verdict probably ever. Was it the biggest that you've had? $4.8 billion?
4.9, but who's counting?
4.9, but this is also 20. Add inflation. So
That
what
was
did
1999.
1999?
Yeah.
Shit, I was still in college.
July 9th, it was OJ's birthday.
Really?
Wow.
I was a lawyer at that time. I remember that case. What's in it? Carl Douglas was on that case. Christine Spagnoli was on the case.
There were a lot of people on that. It was a 6-7 plaintiff case.
Did Carl Douglas really wear a purple suit one day to that trial?
Absolutely.
He did.
You want to hear the story of that?
We're going to hear the story.
Thank you.
But cheers. This is to the revolution.
Carl is a gentleman.
This is to holding every product that is unsafe accountable. Look, I would love if we were out of work on product liability cases so that things were so safe, shit didn't happen.
Cheers.
I want to hear the purple suit story. I thought it was a joke.
Carl dresses kind of wildly anyway. And the GM was bringing their big expert. And I'm like, Carl, you got to wear all purple. We need some distraction. And I mean all purple, including the shoes. So he came with the full-on purple suit.
Straight pimp suit.
Total. But it wasn't as good as when he wore these bumblebee, I call it, like a yellow. He looks like a bumblebee. And he wore this tie. So trial had been going pretty good. We're in a couple months into it. It's a Friday afternoon. And they're calling their main expert. And I just felt that we needed a momentum changer. We needed something to really change the momentum. So I tell the lawyers, don't worry, it's going to be great on Friday. So we start, and we get to about 11:20. They're experts on the stand, and all of a sudden, some of the jurors are like, hey, they're pointing out, hey, look over there, look. All of a sudden, the doors open, and in walks Johnnie Cochran Jr.
Really?
to the trial. And oh my God, the jury and everyone, you haven't heard that part?
I did not know that he walked.
So then, the defense lawyer, the jury goes out. Johnny comes up to Chris Spagnoli, gives her a flower, puts his hand on my back, blessing the case. At this time, this is post OJ. He's working in New York, Court TV with Nancy Grace. It's a pretty popular show, and he's living in New York. So the defense lawyer, God rest his soul, he was a hell of a lawyer. All he did was try General Motors fuel-fed fire fatality cases around the country. Excellent lawyer. He throws his pen against the wall, and he says, I've seen it all. These lawyers will do anything. and then Carl says, oh no, Mr. Simpson is coming on Friday. And I said, no, Carl. And if you remember the OJ trial, every day in the criminal case, they would roll in OJ's mom, Eunice, in her wheelchair, and she'd be looking at the jury, and if OJ was convicted, she would lose her home in San Francisco that OJ had bought for her. Yeah. So her name was Eunice, and Carl says, no, OJ's coming. No. Eunice is coming. And from then on, during the trial, we joke, Eunice coming? Eunice coming?
And it reminds me, like, when we were trying the case, I talked with Brian, he kept telling, after he got rid of the defendant in the wheelchair, every day he'd tell the defense, you mess around, I'm bringing the old lady back in the wheelchair, I'm gonna call her again. Every day he would threaten them. So Rosa, thank you for coming on, thank you for sponsoring.
Thank you for having me.
People do not know how much of a badass you were professionally before you took this on. Like do you know this about her?
No.
She's like federal agent badass.
Federal agent?
She'd be on the airplane and be running shit that you'd even know, right?
Rosa she tolerates me, you know. We're not really friends, but she tolerates me.
That's a good thing.
Well, you kind of grow on her a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm Bob Simon. Thanks for watching Bourbon of Proof. Click to subscribe.